Oh man, September, where are you? We need this beta fast. Actually, we need this game. What's going on, everyone? Talon back here, and today I'm going to be kind of doing a wrap-up of everything that happened at Gamescom with Dragonball FighterZ. And by the way, it is FighterZ, not FighterZ. They did clarify that at Gamescom, funny enough. But yeah, so I thought I'd just go through all the information in case you happen to miss anything. And I actually wanted to give my opinion as well on Super Saiyan Blue, because the trailer was released, I think, 2 days ago by the time of this recording. But I just had other stuff to do. I'm trying to still figure out my audio and everything. This is using my old PC, and honestly, trying to record with my other PC, and I was trying to like do a bunch of combination stuff. That way I could adjust volumes, the way I wanted to. But overall, I was like, you know what? Maybe I should just really stick to the streaming PC as also the recording PC. Trying to split things up, but as you know, I'll try to get things done there. But anyway, let's go ahead and take a look at a lot of things right now. So first off, Super Saiyan Blue trailer was released. It was only about a minute long, give or take, but nonetheless, I don't care what you say about this game. You cannot say this game does not look pretty. Oh my gosh. They know detail. Arc system, they've always known it. They're always good at it, and they will continue to be good at it. But oh man, is that trailer... Oh, it was beautiful. Mwah. Beautiful, 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 yes. And yeah, basically it confirmed what most of us thought if we knew Arc System and what they kind of do with their games. Goku Super Saiyan Blue and Vegeta Super Saiyan Blue are not clones of their Super Saiyan counterparts. Yeah, they have a couple of animations that look the same, but for the most part, Goku fights towards the air, actually. A lot of his moves were actually sending him into the air, or he'd like leap up after them, or even like his kick is like from when he was fighting Zamasu in the, I think it was in the Kai's world when during Super and everything, where he just kind of like a lunge around kick and everything like that. So it's definitely different from how his Super Saiyan counterpart's gonna play. I mean, he even said in the V-Jump translations that we got here and everything about, you know, his speed is really gonna be his asset and everything, whereas the Super Saiyan form is more balanced and everything. So we knew that already, and basically this is confirmation. So you know what, I'm happy with it, and the fact that, you know, yes, you can pre-order this game and you can get these guys unlocked. They're not DLC, they're just unlocked. But if you don't, then that's fine. If you wait for the reviews to come out and then you didn't get the game, oh, hey, then by the way, you can just go into the game, you can beat it, and hey, you can unlock them. So yeah, it's not really DLC. It really isn't. There's no season pass, no nothing. So we're all good there and everything. So overall, I thought the trailer was pretty cool, and God, I just need that beta now. I want to try it out. Playing blazblue right now. If you guys saw my new series, go ahead and check that out as well. And also, let me know what audio you prefer. Do you prefer this audio or that audio? I'll leave the video up in the top right corner as always. So please tell me, and that actually will probably be the poll question. What audio do you prefer and everything? But anyway, yeah, it's... Oh my God, it looks so beautiful. I need September to get here. I need to get into the beta. Please, please, Bandai. Please? Okay, anyway. So, next off, let's go on to what we know more about the game, because there was a lot that was revealed, not only just via trailers and everything, but also if you just watched, like, the gameplay and you watched a little tournament that went on and everything. So, first off, most of this is going to be taken just from what I listened to and what I read from reviewers, from articles, from players who are there and actually playing the game and everything, and just based on what they said. Because obviously, I haven't played the game yet, you know, it's only August 28th, and unfortunately, the beta, which was delayed, is now in September, so yeah. But anyway, so first off, I want to cover Trunks, okay? So Trunks, as we know, we saw the gameplay version of him after Evo. He was revealed and everything, but none of us have really played him or anything like that. So when a lot of people jumped into him, a lot of people started to notice that Trunks isn't particularly strong. He's not, you know, like, aside from his ultra finisher move, most of his attacks, he's not doing a lot of damage. He really isn't. He is meant for setting other characters up for combos and everything. And I noticed this when watching the live stream event over at Bandai. I think it was in LA or somewhere in California. And then also just watching some other people play the game where they're just like, you know, Trunks, he's not that powerful. He's good, but he's definitely one of the harder characters to master, because you have to be able to use him to set up a combo to get your other characters that you have to finish said combo, to really get some power in there and to really knock your opponent's health away and everything. So I thought that was pretty interesting. So Trunks is gonna be a pretty difficult character from the sounds of it. And when I say pretty difficult, I didn't mean impossible or anything. Just he's gonna be different from your typical kind of Goku character, where, you know, it's like you can jump. From what I've heard, you can jump in and play Goku within 5 minutes basically. Trunks is gonna take a little bit longer from what I understand. So that's pretty cool. I like that. I don't mind the challenge and everything like that. Apparently, according to you guys in my other video when I started the blazblue series, apparently I picked one of the hardest characters. I don't really know. I like playing as him though. He's fun. So, but he's right. He does kill the finger though. But anyway, so Trunks was definitely interesting to see at the game and everything. Loved his combos and everything. Looked really cool. Loved his super moves. It was always fun to see those. But then the other two characters that we saw also as well was Piccolo and Crillon. A lot of people liking Crillon, actually. And this is Crillon. A lot of people in a Dragon Ball Z game, you probably think like, no one really plays as Crillon unless it's like asking you to play as Crillon. But no, a lot of people said they love playing as Crillon. He's the same height as Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, so he's got that little bit of a height advantage, even though he's shorter, because a lot of those upper attacks are just going to go soar right over his head and everything. His destructive discs are pretty powerful, and his little like Kamehameha blast that he shoots, and he shoots it up in the air and he rains it down. Even if your opponent blocks, it will still go up into the air and come down. So if they're not careful, you can still catch them off guard and everything. Not to mention the fact that he can throw a sensu beam, which actually can sometimes be a rock, I guess. So I think you can only throw one sensu beam per match, give or take. You know, it's RNG based in terms of if you're throwing a rock or a sensu beam. But after the first sensu beam is thrown, it's either that or maybe 2 at max or something like that. And then after that, it's rocks no matter what. So it's pretty cool though. But you gotta be careful when using this because it can get thrown onto the ground, and if you don't pick it up right away, or your teammate doesn't pick it up, because maybe you swap them out real quick so that you can, you know, heal up someone like maybe 16 or something like that, and then they will have to be able to get it really fast. Otherwise, your opponents can actually pick up the senzu beam and they can heal up, and that can be the difference between winning a fight and losing a fight. So that is definitely something very interesting. You got to keep an eye out for him. And in terms of Piccolo, I was watching some of like the video between, I think it was like Rhyme Style and a couple other guys when they were on the line on the stream and everything like that. And oh my gosh, Piccolo, he can deal some damage. He's got a lot of moves where he like, you know, he'll throw his elbow at you, but he's really behind you already, and then he knocks you with his elbow and everything. So I thought that would be pretty cool. And not to mention his instant teleport above you and bam, just smash your face into the ground. That is pretty cool. And he also has a move kind of similar to Crillon, you know, where he does the Hell's-On grenade and everything, and he slams it down. If your opponent's not careful, again, they can, you know, get hit by multiple attacks. However, I did find one thing out in a match I was watching earlier today, and that is that if Piccolo throws it off and you know, say you teleport behind him and knock him out, or you hit him with a blast or something like that, then all of those Hell's-On grenades, they disappear. They will disappear if he gets hit before he can start raining them down on your opponent and everything. So you got to be careful, because and I have a feeling a lot of people are going to start to learn this. So people just can't start using the Hell's-On grenade out in the mid-open. You got to definitely put it into a combo. Otherwise, if you do it out in the open and I have a bar of energy or more, I can probably just be like, okay, teleport behind you, bam, psh, kick you out, and then all of a sudden there it's gone. So it's kind of like you gotta be pretty careful with that. So, and from what I've seen, I don't know if we've seen beam struggles in the you know, normal tense that a lot of people think they want. You know, like, is 2 people fight off Kamehameha, would one, you know, would they just collide and vaporize each other or what? But Piccolo versus something like a Big Bang or a Final Flash or a Kamehameha, from what I can see at least, I haven't seen others super attacks or anything, Special Beam Cannon just gets knocked out of the way, so he will get hit by that. So you definitely gotta be careful with that and everything. So that was pretty cool. And then the last 2 characters that we got to see at the event was 18 with the assist of 17, and then Android 16 as well. Android 16 is his own character. He's very bulky. He's a lot of a thrower type of guy. He likes to grapple, I believe is the technical term in fighting games. So there's a major on the grapple there. A lot of his moves require you to grapple someone. He'll pull his arm off and then he'll shoot you and everything. I believe like his normal key blast is actually just punching out his hand and it hits you and it'll come back to him and everything. And then also his ultra move is where if he grapples you, and you can only do it once per match basically, but if he's able to grapple you and you have enough energy, he will basically explode and wipe you out. But you have to be careful, because if your opponent still has other characters, you need to tag 16 out fast, otherwise you will die because you only have 1 HP. But when you use that move, so if you're full health and you use that move, then your entire life bar basically is blue except for 1 HP. And then what you can do is you can tag him right back out, and then you can just let that HP recover. However, if 16 is your last resort, you might want to be careful, because if you're down to 1 HP and your opponent still has 2 characters with them, yeah, you're out of luck. Bye-bye. Yeah, you're just out of here. Yep. So, and then a lot of things that we kind of or that we were trying to speculate about 18 and everything when it came to 17 and everything, he is basically part of her, like, I think it's her heavy attacks, if I remember correctly. So, or one of her movesets, essentially, where anytime she's using, like, the square button, I believe, or something like, or maybe it's the circle button, probably the circle button, with more, like, heavy attacks and everything, he comes out and he does moves, I believe, and also, like, just normal key blast, he will also do that as well, and then her ultra move will obviously combine them and everything. So, you will see him on the field a lot. Now, again, this is not confirmed, nor nor deny, though, if 17 himself will be a character. I wouldn't be surprised if he's not, at least from Z. Maybe they'll make a separate character where 17 is his own character, because he does fight a little differently in Super compared to Z and everything. So maybe we'll see something like that. I mean, the dude's kicking ass in the tournament right now. So by all means, I would not be surprised if we got a Dragon Ball Super 17 maybe later down the line as an unlock, because remember, any future characters usually that come out, you can either buy them for like $1 or $2 to simply unlock them right away, or you can unlock them via story events or anything like that. You gotta remember that, okay? Usually, at the end of the game's life cycle, they might have one character that you have to purchase no matter what. Again, it's only $1 or $2, but for 99% of the time, any characters that will come out for this game afterwards, you can unlock the old-fashioned way. Just like the good old days, so yeah. But yeah, so hopefully he does get a Super variant. Again, I don't see him getting a Z variant, but hey, I could be completely wrong. There is no notification about that or anything, so. And then other than that, we just saw some minor updates. I mean, there were things like where you had the homing dash, you know, where you like punch him a bunch and then you send him flying and you fly after him. There's an exploit over at E3, and I saw like a combo of 120 basically, where you hit him up in the air, you punch him a bunch, and you hit him back up in the air, and that was an exploit. They fixed that. You can't do that anymore. So anyone who's bragging about that, you can't do that anymore. So that, which is really nice. I guess when you hit them up in the air the first time, and if you do the same move again, if you hit them down to the ground, it's almost impossible to continue the combo like that. So definitely a nice little fix right there. I had a feeling they were going to. They even said at E3 originally it was an exploit, and they were just fixing it because at the time of that release of that version of the game, it was like, what, 20% or something like that? So yeah, no need to worry or anything like that. Yeah. So then I guess the last little bit of update, oh, before I forget about the last update, is that they also have these new transitions on certain maps. I think it was in the mountains, where if you hit someone hard enough and you know, KO them, you send them like through 3 mountains, and then both the new characters are flying towards, and then they fight, which I thought really cool. So if they can start doing more of that stuff for having new things for each map, so like with Namek, obviously, if you do a finisher move on one of the guys, then the planet goes to lava. If you do it on maybe the city mountain, then maybe have more of the city destroyed or anything. The city, it looks the same for the most part when that one went. I'm not complaining or anything, I just happen to notice it. So, and then with the mountain scene and everything, you definitely go like through 3 mountains if you get hit really hard. So that was pretty cool. So yeah. So, and then obviously the last bit of information is just simply that the beta is going to be coming out soon. I did a whole video on how to sign up for the beta. It's very easy. I believe, though, if you're in Australia and other parts of that kind of area of the world, then I think you have to sign up for the European beta. I'm not 100% on that. I'm not sure about... I think someone asked in a comment or something like that about them being, they're from India, I believe. So, dude, if you are watching this, I'm not sure. I want to say the European website for the signups is what you want to go through, but I'm not 100%. It doesn't hurt to try. Again, I just don't simply know, and I haven't heard anything about a PC beta, unfortunately. But the game will be coming to PC, so that is pretty cool. And I'm not sure about mods or anything like that, but that's obviously after the game has been released and everything, so yeah. And yeah, we're looking at a February 2018 release, guys, so no real details on the story aside from what we just simply saw on the brief trailer and the V-Jump magazines before Gamescom, but nonetheless, I am super hyped for this game, so let me know down in the comments below if I missed something. I think I covered all the major stuff from Gamescom. I might have missed something small, so let me know down in the comments below if I did miss that, but raise your hand if you are hyped, because oh my gosh, this game, I need it, so yeah. So anyway, guys, that's going to be it for the video. Whenever the next bit of information comes out, which will probably be in October, or no, sorry, in September with more V-Jump information, hopefully either a new character or some kind of new information maybe on the story or something, I will translate that to you guys and get it out to you as fast as I possibly can. Leave your comments down below if I missed anything. Again, I might have, but I'm not sure, so just let me know. Leave a like if you like the video, guys, and don't forget to answer the question as always in the top. And subscribe if you happen to be new. It always does help. YouTube's been a little with the subscriptions lately, apparently. Like, a lot of people saying they're not getting anyone's videos, and I mean anyone's videos. So that's a little disconcerting, I'm not going to lie. So make sure you hit that notification bell. So yeah. Anyway, guys, thanks for tuning in as always, and until next time, everyone, I will see you in the next one.